Hello and welcome to the Horst with No Name podcast. Today's episode is once again brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Sight and Sound Theaters. Located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Sight and Sound is a proud sponsor of Charger Athletics. Go beyond entertainment with Sight and Sound. Every show is an epic experience with a meaningful message. Surround yourself with uplifting Bible stories brought to life in jaw-dropping scale by a world-class cast. Spectacular special effects and live animals. Visit the Tickets tab at lbcchargers.com to make a reservation today. Partial proceeds from your purchase support Charger Athletics. Time is running out to see Jonah as it ends on October 14th, followed by the Miracle of Christmas, which will begin early in November. Been a busy couple of weeks here at LBC as all of the teams are well into their conference play, as well as hosting our annual LBC homecoming race. The men's and women's cross country teams held that race last Thursday, and it was a terrific day for both teams here on campus. The Chargers claimed the top spot in each race, while the men's team took home the team title. The men's team was led by junior Tanner Krob, who won the 8K event, while freshman Stephen Marshall finished third out of 47 runners. The Chargers, along with Krob, won their second straight race after taking their first win of the season on September 16th at Penn State Abington. On the women's side, Sammy Stoner won her second straight race for the Chargers. She helped the team finish second place out of 5 teams that competed and had enough runners for the team event. Stoner won the 6K race by 20 seconds and is now the only runner in LBC women's cross-country history to win 2 races during her collegiate career, and keep in mind that this was her 3rd race of her collegiate career, so already tops in the record books for the Chargers in just 3 races. For her efforts, she was named NEAC Women's Runner of the Week for the 2nd time this season, again becoming the only runner in LBC women's cross-country history to claim that award twice. So accolades are piling up for both Stoner and Krob here as the cross-country team takes flight midway through their year. They will take part in the Battle of the Buggy along some of their Lancaster County neighbors this weekend in Millersville, Pennsylvania. The LBC women's volleyball team suffered its 3rd straight defeat last night at the hands of the York Spartans, just across the river there. After climbing to the 500 mark last week at 7-7, the Chargers have lost 3 straight and are now 7-10, but they are maintaining a strong conference record at 4-1, and they'll have a chance to go to 5-1 this Saturday when they host Wilson. The tough schedule, though, continues for the Chargers. They'll take on Wilkes tomorrow night in Wilkes-Barre, PA, followed by the aforementioned match with Wilson, and then they'll take on EMU as well on Saturday. We'll have more about that when we talk about the schedule that's coming up for the Chargers. The LBC women's soccer team opened NEAC play last week. They fell to 4-time defending champion Penn State Berks 2-0 here on Charger Field last Wednesday, but recovered with a 4-0 victory over St. Elizabeth on homecoming Saturday. Freshman Cameron Horst netting the first 2 goals of her collegiate career, and sister Reagan Horst netting the game winner for the Chargers as they outshot St. Elizabeth 36-0. The Chargers host Rutgers-Camden this afternoon at 3:30. We'll have that for you on our YouTube page and the Chargers Sports Network. And they'll make their only trip to New York during the regular season as they'll take on Wells in Aurora, New York on Saturday, followed by a game on Sunday in Williamsport, Pennsylvania against Penn College. The LBC men's soccer team had quite an eventful week last week as they lost 1-0 to Penn State Harrisburg on Monday and followed that up with 10 goals over the next 2 games. Chargers and Penn State Berks playing to a 4-4 tie to open NEAC play on Wednesday. Chargers scoring with 3:49 to go on a goal by Jared Jordan to tie that game at 4-4 and send it to double overtime. No goals in the overtime periods, thus the 4-4 tie. Chargers, though, did come back with a victory on homecoming Saturday, a 6-1 defeat of St. Elizabeth. Both Rama Mugisha and Caleb Nelson netted 2 goals in that game. For Mugisha last week, 4 goals in those 3 games, more specifically the 2 games, as he netted 2 goals in both the tie against Berks and the win against St. Elizabeth. He and Nelson both now with 6 goals to lead the Chargers this season. The Chargers face Wilkes this afternoon in Wilkes-Barre, PA, as the Chargers making a couple trips 476 or Route 81 this week to Wilkes-Barre, PA, both for volleyball and soccer today. The Chargers, after the game with Wilkes today, will also join the women this weekend in New York as they take on a tough Wells team that defeated Morrisville State 3-0 last weekend. So a tough match with Wells on Saturday in Aurora, New York, followed by a matchup with Penn College, who has moved to the North Division this season. So 2 Northern Division teams for the Chargers this weekend. That game on Sunday at noon in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Both of these weekends for the men's and women's soccer team are big weekends, as though there's only been 2 games played for the Chargers in NEAC play. The jockeying for positioning starts right now for playoff positioning, and all those points are big for every team, especially on road games for the Chargers as they look to steal a win or two in the Northern Division. While that doesn't count for the playoffs for interdivision, as the two teams, as the two conference, the divisions are now in North and South, it will go a long way in determining who could possibly be the overall top seed as we head towards the NEAC playoffs. Shifting gears a bit, from today's taping, we are just 11 days away from the start of basketball practice for the Chargers, as the LBC men's and women's basketball teams have been conducting off-season workouts and some open gyms. The real practice starts, though, on October 15th, as the Chargers, both teams, look to build on successes from last season. Both teams reached the NEAC playoffs, the men making a somewhat surprising run to the NEAC final, where they lost to Morrisville State down in Washington, D.C., that game on a neutral floor, while the women lost in the semifinals, but had a terrific run throughout the regular season, led by Caitlin Hickey and Courtney Goyak. For the upcoming schedule, we mentioned a couple of road matches. There's not too much on campus after today for soccer for the next couple weeks, as volleyball will take center stage. The Chargers will host that tri-match with Wilson and Eastern Mennonite this weekend. They'll take on the Phoenix at 11 o'clock here at Horst Athletic Center, and then face the Royals at 3 o'clock here at the Hack. Next week, they'll battle Hood on Tuesday evening. And next Saturday will be a NEAC volleyball day. There's no more NEAC volleyball weekends where there were 9 or 10 matches here over the course of 2 days. Rather, with the conference splitting into 2 divisions, there's now just a day. So there'll be 4 matches here next Saturday. Those matches at 10, 12, 2, and 4. Keuka and Wells will be coming down from the North Division, and Penn State Berks will come down the road here from 222. And all 4 of those teams will play. The Chargers already played Berks this season, and Wells and Keuka will play later. So each team, Berks and Lancaster Bible, will face Keuka and Wells. The Chargers play at 10 and 4 that day. They'll take on Wells at 10 and Keuka at 4. So you definitely want to make your way out to the Horst Athletic Center and check out some volleyball action. The soccer teams are back in action over fall break. The men will host Rutgers-Camden on Thursday the 19th, followed with a home NEAC weekend where they'll take on Morrisville State and Cazenovia. The Cazenovia games will be Saturday the 21st. That'll also be senior day here for the men's and women's soccer teams. And on Sunday, the Chargers will host Morrisville State in a battle that has gone back a few seasons between LBC and Morrisville State, specifically on the men's side, as the two met in the NEAC final a couple of seasons ago and seem to meet every year in the NEAC playoffs the past couple of years. Be sure to follow all the action for LBC on the Chargers Sports Network, as well as our YouTube page. For social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can search us at LBC Athletics and check out all the great things happening here at LBC as we keep going with the fall, and basketball practice is right around the corner. So once again, we want to thank our presenting sponsor, Sight and Sound Theaters. Certainly appreciate everything they do for our athletic department. If you haven't made it out to a show, specifically Jonah, you have about 10 days or so definitely log on to lbcchargers.com and find the tickets tab and get some seats before Jonah ends here at Sight and Sound in Lancaster. Like we said, not too many soccer matches after today for the next couple of weeks, but certainly lots of volleyball action. And as we get set for the rest of the fall and head into the winter here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, want to thank Pete Stover for helping us on the back end of things here in Virginia. And be sure to join us next week for another episode of the Horst with No Name podcast. This has been Zach Freeman. Go, Chargers, go. Good afternoon and welcome to Charger Field here on the campus of Lancaster Bible College in beautiful Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Chargers welcoming the Rutgers-Camden Raptors to Charger Field today. Rutgers-Camden enters today's game with a 4-6 overall record, while the Chargers come in with a 2-6-1 mark. Lancaster Bible celebrated homecoming with a victory this past Saturday, defeating St. Elizabeth 4-0 here in Lancaster. Chargers earning that second win of the season and their first Northeastern Athletic Conference victory of the year. Starting in goal today for Rutgers-Camden, Liz DiCamillo, junior from Blackwood, New Jersey. Rutgers-Camden led offensively this year by number 29, Megan Washira. Washira with 8 goals this season, 18 points. Also leads the team in shots on goal, and has 4 game-winning goals. So every game that the Raptors have won this season, Washira has netted the game winner. For the Chargers, Reagan Horst leads LBC with 4 goals, while fellow senior Rachel Kummer leads the team with 3 assists. Injury bug has crept up on the Chargers in the middle of this season. Reagan Horst, Maggie Arnold, Jane Dietrich, Katie Whitwer, and Caroline Majeski all scratches today for the Chargers. For Rutgers-Camden, Maddie Parker, Hanifa Youssef, and Michelle Amdemisea all scratches for Rutgers-Camden. DiCamillo has started 1 game this season for Rutgers-Camden. Allowed 1 goal, made 3 saves, posted the victory. She is 1-0 this year. For the Chargers, Brianna Miles, 2-6-1 this year, has 2 shutouts, including the last time out when the Chargers blanked St. Elizabeth on Saturday. Rutgers-Camden snapped a 4-game losing streak on Saturday, defeating Ramapo 2-1 in Mahwah, New Jersey. Just about set to go here at Charger Field. Rutgers-Camden will start with the ball. This is Washira in the middle. Waiting on the LBC goalkeeper, Brianna Miles. One last drink of water, and we are underway here at Charger Field between the Lancaster Rebel Chargers and Rutgers-Camden Raptors. Want to welcome back producer and director Pete Stover. Took a little trip last week. Back with us in Virginia as he helps us out, so I want to say thanks to him and a welcome back. Rutgers-Camden ball right in front of us. This is Pisani with the throw-in. A nice throw-in there from Pisani. Headed there by Washira into the LBC end. And Hatch will go back for it, and she'll play it out of bounds. I think she thought there was a bit more coverage on her. Puts that out of bounds. Another throw-in. This will once again be Pisani. Long throw-in into the box. Nice throw-in there by Pisani. Cleared by Hatch through the middle. Sarah Kummer there getting the start today due to a couple of the injuries. She and sister Rachel Kummer will play in the midfield there. This is Rachel right now. She'll look for Joey Trumbull. Has her there, out of bounds though. Another throw in here for the Raptors. This is Michaela Ragsdale back for the Chargers. She has some time to survey the field, and now to her left for Sam Coons. She'll find Spezia there. Guarded there by McSorley. Out of play off of the Raptors, and a Chargers throw-in coming. Spezia back for Sam Coons. Another throw-in here for Coons. Comer with some pressure there now for sister Rachel. That's taken from her. She goes down a bit gingerly, up slowly as the Raptors control through the midfield. Looking to play that long ball for Washira. She'll chase this down and put the pressure on Hatch. Hatch looking to clear, cannot off of Washira's leg, however. Now Hatch will get a chance to clear, and Coons with some room to run here for the Chargers. Looking ahead for Spezia, that pass broken up momentarily, but now Rachel Comer with it. She'll play through the midfield and now find her sister Sarah. And now for Cameron Horst, who's missing her sister Reagan today, who's off with an injury. Reagan did dress, but received word from the head athletic trainer, Brittany Gamer, that barring any unforeseen circumstances, that is a no-no today, with the Chargers having 2 conference games on Saturday and Sunday, the first one coming up in Wells College in Aurora, New York, and Sunday's match in Williamsport against Penn College. I think they'd like to ensure, or at least get Reagan closer to 100% health for those games rather than today's non-conference tilt with Rutgers-Camden. This is Washira through the middle, and now for Ennis. Her pass broken up a bit by Ragsdale. Now Rutgers-Camden back in control. Rutgers-Camden with the red jerseys with the black stripes, black shorts, and black socks. Chargers in their all-white home uniforms, white shirts, white shorts, and white socks as this ball is played through the air. One bounce for Ragsdale, and she'll head it to her right. And now Coons will give chase. Ragsdale let up a bit. Coons is there. She'll play it up the line to Spezio, and now in the middle for Sarah Comer. Little homecoming for Sarah Comer on Sunday as she transferred from Penn College after playing with the Wildcats last season. And she'll deliver it there to Sam Coons on the far side up the line. Looking for Comer, who a little touch pass to Spezio, who's got a footing just a bit ahead there of the defender Blanda. Spezio looked across, keeps it on the ground. This is Madison Miller. She'll look to turn. Now for Rachel Comer right underneath her, and taken now by Rutgers-Camden. Ennis there, looking for Washira. Into the middle. Rachel Comer looks to break that up, bumped into a bit. Hatch there has it taken from her by Ennis. Ennis and Washira now. Ragsdale is back. This is Ennis. She'll play ahead for Zuzulak. This is Zuzulak alone on the right side. Her shot into the back of the net for a goal. So Zuzulak nets her 4th goal of the season, coming on an assist from Caitlin Ennis. Raptors lead 1-0. First shot of the day goes into the back of the net for Rutgers-Camden.
Sarah Zuzulak with an assist from number 7, Caitlin Ennis at 4:20. That is Zuzulak's 4th goal of the season.
Dion and Pisani do battle down the near sideline here. A throw-in coming for Pisani and the Raptors.
Deeper!
Head of the way there. Washira turns. She'll make have a shot on goal there. Saved by Miles. Spezia looking ahead for Miller, not there. Now this is Cameron Horst with it for the Chargers. Looking ahead for Rachel Comer, she'll track that down. And now Rutgers-Camden with it here in the midfield. Taken there by Dion, looking for Spezio. Ball does find Spezio off the foot of a Rutgers-Camden defender. Good work by the Raptors to move the ball around here in the midfield. Now coming this way for Blanda. Off of Joy Trumbull and a throw in here for Pisani. Hatch breaks that up, and now Washira. But Dion takes it. Good job by Washira to take that from Dion. Ball through the midfield. Pass is broken up there by Sam Coons. She'll hold up and then find Spezia along the far side. Into the middle for Cameron Horst. Horst looking ahead for Rachel Kummer, a bit too strong. Rutgers-Camden will take over. Stoner on the far side there. Peel is there, ball taken from her. This is Rachel Kummer. She'll look for Cameron Horst in the middle. Sarah Kummer with it here. She'll look to play over to this side. Bumped into there by Washira. Dion takes the ball now. Her chip pass is broken up. Bit too far in front of Peel there. And Sam Coons will track that down for the Chargers. She'll look to play up the line for Spezio. Out of play off of Brielle Stoner. And a throw in coming for the Chargers. LBC trailing 1-0 here. Rutgers-Camden with an early goal off the foot of Zuzulak. Cameron Horst here will find Dion. Dion with some room. Still some room. Bumped into the back a bit. Now the ball's taken from her. Cameron Horst looks to put one towards the goal. It'll be well wide and a goal kick coming. Raptors in the midfield here. Madison Miller applying some pressure there. Alexis Evans through the middle. That's taken by Horst. And now for Dion and the Chargers. Looking in the middle for Rachel Kummer. Will be up and over her. Taken out of the air by Stoner. Throwing on the far side for the Raptors. That's brought down by Washira. At the top of the box with it, looking to put something into the box. Now she'll turn the opposite direction. She'll look to play back for Peel. Excuse me, that's Stoner, but taken by Madison Miller. And she's got some room to run. Miller down the far side. She'll hold up a bit, wait for some reinforcements. Back for Spezio. Looking back for Miller. She's got it. Now she'll play for Rachel Kummer. Kummer looking to get open. Her left-footed shot is blocked. That's going to go out of play, and a corner kick coming for the Chargers. Kummer will head to the far corner and take the corner kick for LBC.
Chargers corner kick being taken by number 26, Rachel Kummer.
Kummer puts this one into the box. Out of the air, Sarah Kummer puts it back towards the box. It's going to go off a leg of an LBC player, and a goal kick coming here for the Raptors. It's the final home game of a 3-game homestand for the Chargers. They'll play their next 4 games on the road. The aforementioned road trip to New York and Williamsport this weekend with Wells and Penn College. Next Saturday, the 14th, they'll be at Bryn Athyn, and they'll follow that up with a game at Gallaudet on the 17th in the nation's capital before returning home on the weekend of the 21st and 22nd.
Me too. So I don't have to announce. Through the middle here for Rutgers-Camden, Van Rack. Miles off her line to get that for the Chargers in her neon green jersey today. Shear with it here now for Ennis. Ennis picking up an assist on the first goal. She'll play ahead a bit too strong, looking for Zuzulak. Ennis, the Zuzulak has worked once already today for Rutgers-Camden as they lead 1-0 as we have 12 minutes into the contest today. Headed there by Pisani. Dion now looking for Cameron Horst. She'll look to turn. Shear with it now. Miller back to Dion. She'll look to play ahead for Kummer. Knocked down a bit. Kummer can chase that down though. Throw in coming here for Rutgers-Camden along the far side. Ragsdale puts that out of play along the far side. Another throw-in coming here for Rutgers-Camden. Raptors lead 1-0. Early goal by Sarah Zuzulak on an assist from Caitlin Ennis. Just 4:21 into the contest. Gave the Raptors the lead, and they still have it. This is Hatch. She'll block Zuzulak, and a goal kick coming here for the Chargers. Nice fall day here in Lancaster today. Sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. Mid-70s. Can deal with this for a while. Spezia looking for Rachel Kummer. Off of her leg and out of play. A throw in on the far side. Alexis Evans is there. And now she'll give way for Stoner. Coons back for Ragsdale. She'll play through the middle. Broken up nicely there by Fanrak. And now the playback will be for Blanda. Time here for Blanda. It's a nice one-touch passing there by Rutgers-Camden. Dion will run this down for the Chargers and play it back our way. Blanda is there. Off of her foot and out of play. A throw in here for the Chargers. Quick throw in for Miller. She'll look to play that into the corner. Trumbull's going to give chase. Battle of the threes here as Blanda joins her. Blanda puts that out of play. Another throw in here for LBC. This will be Dion down the near side. Miller again into the middle. Pass is broken up nicely. Good play there by Evans. Excuse me, that's Peel. Hatch steps in front of that, out of play. A throw in coming for Rutgers-Camden. Oshira heads into the middle, taken there by Zuzulak. And now for Ennis. Across the field to Stoner. Zuzulak again. Looking ahead for Washira. That's broken up nicely by Coons. Taken there now by Fanrak. She looked to play into the corner. Pass intended there for McSorley, but out of play. And a throw in for Coons on the far side for LBC. Some confusion there on the far side about whether or not it appears we're finding out that the ball is not inflated enough. Coons throwing for Sarah Kummer there.
What's the spare one here? The spare one should be that.
Rachel Kummer there. She'll look to play it for Madison Miller. Cleared there by DiCamillo. Now this is Ragsdale. She'll run this down. Dion. Dion breaks that up, sends that right back to Blanda. She'll try and bring that down for the Raptors. She does, but pressured by Madison Miller. Throw in here for the Raptors. Just under 18 minutes gone by here in the first half. Chargers trail 1-0. Ball's coming right at the camera, just past our right-hand side here. It's expensive equipment. Let's watch it. Miller brings that down, plays back for Dion. She'll send it back Miller's way, just over the head of Rachel Kummer. Now play through the midfield. This is Washira. She'll look to that far side for McSorley, and she'll track that down before it gets out of bounds. And she'll send it forward, and Zuzulak will go on a run here. Hatch is there as well. She'll play it out to Sam Coons. And ahead for Spezio. Sarah coming back for Miles. She'll take that and play it for Coons. Spezio now for the Chargers. She'll look ahead for Miller. She's got her. She's on sides. Miller is there, pressured. Ball taken from her. And now this is Ennis. Ennis with some speed through the midfield. She'll find Zuzulak. Zuzulak looking to get past Dion. Dion giving her a shove. They're going to call a foul on Rutgers-Camden. Miller now for the Chargers. Into the corner for Trumbull, giving chase as well is Pisani. Throw in here for LBC. Trumbull, now Miller will put that towards the top of the box. Broken up there by Rutgers-Camden. Cleared temporarily. Dion though with it for the Chargers. Sarah Kummer now. She'll keep heading that way for Sam Coons. Spezio with it on the far side. Back for Coons. Now Ragsdale. Her pass broken up. Coons able to retrieve that though for the Chargers. And now this is Hatch. Dion. Ball taken from Horst. Trumbull looks towards the middle. That's cleared by Rutgers-Camden. Up into the air now. Headed away by Pisani. A throw in here for Dion and the Chargers. Horst with it. She's bumped into there by Ennis. Now the ball's taken from her. This is Zuzulak. Back for Ennis. And now Evans comes over here for Blanda. For Pisani. Bit strong on her touch, taken there by the Chargers momentarily. Rutgers-Camden back with possession. McSorley on the far side has some room. Once again, this is McSorley down the far side. Into the box it goes. Hatch will clear. Sarah Cummer's there. Stoner steps in front of that pass. Into the middle it goes. Off the crossbar. Headed in there by Washira for the goal.
You guys may go in. So, 29. Anyone?
27. Ninth of the year.
Was there more than one shot? Yeah, there were. Who had the first shot?
27. So Megan Washira nets her 9th goal of the season. Assist goes to number 27, Cassidy McSorley. Raptors take a 2-0 lead on Washira's 9th goal of the year.
Cassidy McSorley at 22-19. It is Washira's 9th goal of the season.
Ball up into the air at the top of the box here. So the Chargers with a decent amount of the possession, but definitely the Raptors taking advantage of their opportunities to score.
Danny DeVinny.
3 came out.
For them.
16 for 19.
Ball knocked away from Spezio. A corner kick coming for the Chargers. Rachel Cummer on the far side.
Taken by number 26, Rachel Cummer.
Into the box it goes. Nobody home as it goes through everybody. Out of play and a goal kick coming. That'll give us a second to thank our presenting sponsor, Sight and Sound Theaters. Located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Sight and Sound is a proud sponsor of Charger Athletics. Go beyond entertainment with Sight and Sound. Every show is an epic experience with a meaningful message. Surround yourself with uplifting Bible stories brought to life in jaw-dropping scale by a world-class cast, spectacular special effects, and live animals. Visit the Tickets tab at lbcchargers.com to make a reservation today. Partial proceeds from your purchase support Charger Athletics. Just 10 days left to see Jonah at Sight and Sound Theaters before they take a few weeks off and then bring the Miracle of Christmas to life in November and December. Sight and Sound, also our presenting sponsor of the Horst with No Name podcast, our weekly podcast here with LBC Athletics. Brand new episode posted just today. Be sure to check that out on our YouTube page. You can also find that on our social media pages, Facebook and Twitter. Also a link available for that on our website. It's one of the main stories going through the website right now. Chargers trail Rutgers-Camden 2-0 here. Goals by Sarah Zuzulak and Megan Washira, giving the Raptors the lead. Broken up there by Blanda. Touch pass there by Zuzulak, looking for Washira, broken up by Ragsdale. Stoner tracks that down, out of play off of Coons. Spezia with it there. She'll look into the middle for Davini. Davini is there, bounces around, taken there by DiCamillo. Fell right into her arms. Ragsdale steps in front of that one. Taken over by Washira right there at midfield. Dion now with the breakup. Looking ahead for Miller. Blanda steps in front of that one, right back to Dion. Into the middle for Rachel Comer. And now this is Spezio on the far side. Spezio and McSorley there on the far side. McSorley steps in front. Spezio wins it back though and plays it in towards the box. Cleared by Blanda. Brought down by Cameron Horst. And she'll play back for Dion, who's got plenty of time. Another couple steps for Dion. To the top of the box for Rachel Comer. Dion bumped into her. Shot's going to go wide though. Substitution here for LBC as Carissa Axelson will come into the game for Madison Miller.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 13, Carissa Axelson.
Horst will play out there for Coons. She'll look to the top of the box for Axelson, headed away though by Rutgers-Camden. Ball bounces around a bit and heads back towards midfield. Hatch giving chase. Spezio with it now. Spezio and Dion changing positions a bit for the Chargers. Now Washira looking for Zuzulak, back to Washira. The offsides flag is going to go up though on the Raptors. Brought down by Peel. She has some room there in the midfield. Looking for Washira, a bit too strong for her. Miles is out to get to that one. The LBC women's volleyball team is in action at home this weekend. They'll host a tri-match with Wilson and Eastern Mennonite here at Horst Athletic Center on Saturday. The Chargers will battle the Phoenix in a NEAC match at 11 a.m. And after the Phoenix and Royals play at 1, the Chargers will take on Eastern Mennonite at 3 o'clock. The LBC men's soccer team is in action today at Wilkes. You can find a link to that game via the live stats on our website. Chargers 4-4-2 this season, taking on Wilkes up there in Wilkes-Barre, PA. Spezio clears that, blocked by Savannah Celia. Throw-in coming for Rutgers-Camden, a substitution first.
Checking in for the Raptors, number 9, Nicolette Stafford.
Nicolette Stafford will come in for number 27, McSorley. McSorley earning an assist on Washira's goal. Over 31 minutes into the first half here, Chargers trail 2-0. Throw in on the far side for Rutgers-Camden. One bounce, and Coons will get that for LBC, but put it out of bounds. Another throw in coming here for the Raptors. Washira is there. Ball played into the box, headed up into the air, up and over Spezio. Miles just able to get there before it goes into the back of the net. A little miscommunication there by Spezio and Miles. Everything seems to be okay now. Miles boots that towards midfield. Davini able to knock that down for LBC. She's bumped into and now taken by number 7, Caitlin Ennis. Blanda now for Evans. Evans into the middle for Fanrack. Dion for Cummer now, and the Chargers have possession. Davini taken from her by Blanda. Back for Evans. Coming this way for Celia. Spezio takes it though, but it's Washira. Back for Blanda. Around for Evans. That pass is broken up by Axel, and she'll play into the middle for Davini. A bit too strong, though. Taken once again by Blanda. Celia with it here. Ball played across. Axelson almost able to break that up, just too far in front of her. Taken ahead by Stafford. Ragsdale running next to her. Stafford will give it a try. Shot and a save there by Miles. Miles boots this one towards midfield. Taken there by Fanrack. Coons with it. She'll play it back from Miles.
Thank you.
Spezia right in front of us here. Looking for Dion. She'll chip it into the middle for Davini. Ball played up ahead. Miles is out for that one. She'll play that, but right to Washira. Washira's going to put that towards the goal, just wide. Opportunity there for Washira to get back on the board, but the shot going is wide. Substitution here for the Chargers. Maggie Nargi will come into the contest. She'll take over for Davini as we have just over 10 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 5, Maggie Nargi.
Christina, who do you have? Thank you.
Hatch with the goal kick here. Taken out of the air by Stafford ahead for Washira. Pass broken up by Ragsdale temporarily. Shot. They're going to call a foul there on the Chargers just outside the box. Call this 20 yards out. Chargers with the 4-person wall. Spezio, Hatch, Ragsdale, and Coons are there. Brianna Miles lining them up from the goal line. 3 players around the ball for Rutgers-Camden. Quick touch there, shot on goal, high. Shot there by Peel. Christina Reuter will come into the game now for the Chargers. Reuter coming in for Spezio.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 8, Christina Reuter.
I want to thank everyone watching and listening today, both at home and at work. I'm informed by our public address announcer, Bob McMichael, that some of those people should be doing work instead of watching the game. No specific call out, but just a general public information. Peel with it again, looking ahead for Washira. She's on sides. Washira again with the shot. That's going to be up and over everything, though. Another goal kick coming for the Chargers. 8-2 with the shots in favor of Rutgers-Camden. The men's soccer game has started up in Wilkes-Barre. Chargers and Wilkes knotted at 0, 6 minutes into the contest. 2 early saves by senior Van Sutphin, who's starting on goal today for the Chargers. Just chipped away there by the LBC defense. We'll have another substitution here for Rutgers-Camden. Number 30, Sarah Boycott will come into the contest. She'll replace Washira.
Checking in for the Raptors, number 30, Sarah Boycott.
Taken here by Rutgers-Camden. Throw in by Celia. Axelson with it. She'll keep it on the ground for Rachel Cummer. She'll play it ahead. Nargi giving chase. DiCamillo with it. She'll put it back towards midfield. Cameron Horst brings that down. Evans with it here. She'll play to her right for Stoner. Ragsdale with it now. Broken up there by Celia. Into the middle. Miles out for that one. Broken up there and sent back towards midfield. Rachel Cummer with it now for the Chargers. She'll play for Dion here. Dion into the middle looking for Nargi. Broken up nicely there by Evans. Put out of play and a throw in coming here for LBC. Reuter with it. Reuter once again. Blanda giving chase to her. Back for Dion. She'll put it into the box. Nobody home. Cleared. Cameron Horst brings it down. Now Sarah Cummer. She'll get some pressure. Broken up by Coons. Under 4 minutes to play here in the opening half. Chargers trail 2-0. Number 5, Caitlin Zuzulak will enter the game.
For the Raptors,
She'll
number
replace
5,
her sister, Sarah.
Caitlin Zuzulak.
Narji gives chase. Up ahead here for Peel. She'll run that down in front of Coons. She'll put it out of play, and a throw in coming for the Raptors. Looking ahead for Bucco. Bucco will run this down. Ragsdale on her. Bucco will turn, look for Zuzulak. Zuzulak and Bucco get crossed up. Chargers clear, but only temporarily. Right to Stoner. Blocked out of play, and a throw in coming. Two minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Axelson there on the far side. She and Zuzulak do battle. Throw in coming here for Rutgers-Camden. Bucco taken there by Sarah Kummer, looking for Axelson. Taken instead by Peel. She'll put it towards the goal. One bounce to Miles. Punt by Miles, taken there by Cameron Horst. Now Bucco for Peel. Ennis falls. Fan rack taken from her by Rachel Kummer. Now for Ragsdale. Now Coons back to Ragsdale. Ahead for Sarah Kummer. Bumped off the ball a bit. Taken out by Cameron Horst for Rachel Kummer, and ahead for Christina Reuter.
One minute remains. 1 minute.
Dean will track this one down for the Chargers. Reuter with it there. Foul called on Rutgers-Camden. Dion will put that towards the top of the box. Headed by Kummer. Blocked there by Reuter. Reuter tracks it down. Finds Rachel Kummer. Broken up there by Rutgers-Camden. That was number 24, Stoner. Dion with it again. She'll put it towards the box. Out comes the goalkeeper. Bumped into by accident. Clearing attempt blocked. Now it's cleared by the Raptors. Out of play. Throw in coming as we tick under 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Dion's throw coming to Rachel Kummer. She'll put that towards the goal of the far post. Nobody home. And we'll head to halftime with the score: Rutgers-Camden 2, Lancaster Bible 0. Rutgers-Camden with 8 shots in that first half, just 2 for the Chargers, 4 shots on goal for Rutgers-Camden, none for LBC. LBC had the only 2 corners, but could not convert, and they trailed 2-0 as we head to halftime. We'll come back to you just before the start of the second half. Chargers trail by 2 here at Charger Field. We'll be back on the Chargers Sports Network.
Today's presenting sponsor is Sight and Sound Theaters in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Bible comes to life. Online at sight-sound.com. LBC Athletics would also like to thank these sponsors: PALS, Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School; Lancaster Toyota, lancastertoyota.com; World Team, us.worldteam.org; Kistler Tiffany Benefits, ktbenefits.com; Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, fixbones.com; and B.R. Kreider & Son, Incorporated, online at brkreider.com. The Chargers Club seeks to enhance the student-athlete experience at Lancaster Bible College by providing quality equipment, updated facilities, and increased opportunities for students to use athletics as a platform for ministry. As a member of the Chargers Club, you're investing in something far greater than athletics. You're helping to provide opportunities that encourage students to pursue excellence in all aspects of life. Visit the Foundations tab on the web at lbcchargers.com to join the team behind the teams.
Welcome to Lancaster Bible College. We are so excited about what is happening on our campus and in the hearts and minds and lives of our students and alumni. You know, God has a plan for every one of our lives, and here at Lancaster Bible College, we prepare students not only academically for that plan, but spiritually for that plan as well, so that when students leave us, they are prepared to make an impact for God in the world. We look forward to meeting you. We would love to have you come to Lancaster Bible College to visit us in beautiful Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
You don't know what I'm going through.
I know that whatever the Lord told you, you don't want to do.
I'd want to run too.
They took my father's life, Saba.
Yes, but they could not take his faith.
40 more days and Nineveh will be destroyed. This message was given to me by the Holy One of Israel, who knows the deeds of every nation and the secrets of every heart.
Back here at Charger Field, Lancaster Bible trailing Rutgers-Camden 2-0. Getting set here for the second half. Scoring chances as they goal. We see men's soccer team trailing 1-0 at Wilkes. They're midway through the first half up in Wilkes-Barre, PA. The Rutgers-Camden player and off the side of the head of Kate Spezio and out of play. Bit surprised by that one. That one she actually did try to head. And now Rutgers-Camden with possession. Evans with it there. She'll move across for Blanda. Ball slides underneath Peel, taken there by LBC. This is Trumbull. Her pass is back for Dion, but broken up there by Peel. She'll move ahead for Washira, who will chase that down with Hatch, and now number 17 as well. Zuzulak, one of the 2 goals scored. McSorley now In the corner there with Spezio. Good job by Spezio to take that from McSorley. And there's Sarah Comer, headed away though by Coons, and out of play. And a corner kick coming for Rutgers-Camden. Number 13, Peel is over there, as is Evans. A short corner kick will take. Rutgers-Camden has the ball now through the middle. Shot there by number 19, Pisani. Glove save by Miles. Peel by herself on the far side.
Number 13, Melissa Peel.
The play along the ground. Broken up there by LBC, taken there by Ennis. Her shot's up and over everything. (10-2) the shots in favor of Rutgers-Camden. 2.5 minutes into the second half here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Blanda is there. Miller pressuring her. Back now for Evans. Across for Stoner. Fan rack back for Stoner. Now Washira. The touch pass for McSorley. Puts it into the middle for Peel. She'll turn and hand it to Sarah Zuzulak for Washira. And a goal. Pretty goal there by Rutgers-Camden. Washira gets her second. And 17 and 7, I think. Yeah.
Hey, girls, that's great movement. Good stuff.
So Ashira gets her second of the game, her 10th of the season. Raptors now lead 3-0. Nice passing play there from Ennis and Sarah Zuzulak to find Washira.
Ennis at 48-19. That is Washira's second goal of the game.
Hey, it's good though. Come on, it's good.
Miller over for Trumbull. Trumbull with a step into the middle there, taken from her though. Blanda with it now. Spezio with it here right in front of us. Played through McSorley. Throw in here for LBC. Throw in. Misses the mark. Taken there by Coons. Now Deviney. Deviney now for Spezio. Bumped into there by Zuzulak. Throw on goes for Miller. Miller and Fanrack spin some circles there, eventually cleared by Rutgers-Camden. Coons. Should put that back for Miller, misses the mark. And now for Evans. Spezio takes it out of the air. She'll play it in the middle for Rachel Comer. Cummer with a step here. She'll look to get a shot on goal. Cummer's shot just over the bar. Good chance there by the Chargers senior Rachel Cummer. Goal kick coming here for the Chargers. They trail 3-0. Richard Cummer brings that down, heads out of play. A throw-in coming here for Rutgers-Camden. Maddie Dion on the far side, throw-in coming for the Chargers. Carissa Axelson will come into the game for the Chargers. She'll replace Danny Deviney.
13, Carissa Axelson.
Pete wants to know, Tyler, if the Wi-Fi for the camera video is plugged in, it's doing a bit of rebooting.
You got it.
La-di-da. Peel with it here for Rutgers-Camden. Cleared by Dion. Up ahead for Miller. She has control. Now finds Spezio. To the outside for Dion. Miller again. She has some room for the Chargers. Back for Hatch. Into the middle for Cummer. Now she'll play this way for Coons. Axelson. Bit strong off of her foot. She'll run that down. Back for Coons, out of play. And a throw-in coming for the Raptors. This will be number 24, Stoner. To McSorley. She and Zuzulok play catch as Ragsdale and Zuzulok run for this one. Out of play off of Ragsdale, and a throw-in coming for the Raptors deep in LBC territory. Ennis will look to turn. She'll put it into the middle. Just a bit too far for Peel, but a good attempt there by Ennis. Miles with the ball now for the Chargers. Axelson there for the Chargers, but McSorley still with possession for Rutgers-Camden. Peel now in the middle. Coons heads away that chance. Good job by Sam Coons to prevent any further possession there by Rutgers-Camden. Head there for Peel. She's got a step. Left-footed shot is blocked by Dion. Throw in coming for Pisani on the far side. She's Rutgers-Camden player who can throw the ball the furthest, I believe, so she's going to have a chance here. Throw in another nice one into the box, headed away by Ragsdale, up and over Dion, out of play. So another throw in coming. Looks like Pisani again there on the far side. Ball thrown to her by the ball boy as well as a parent there on the far side. We're just going to use one today. Washir brings that down. She'll turn on the defender. Washir is shot wide.
Go ahead.
Couple of subs here for the Raptors.
Center mid.
Number 16, Celia, as well as number 9, Stafford will come back into the game. They'll replace Ennis and Washira.
The Raptors, number 9, Nicolette Stafford, and number 16, Savannah Celia.
A little over 32 minutes remaining in the second half. Chargers trailing 3-0. The OBC men's soccer team still trailing 1-0 up at Wilkes. 37th minute there in the first half. Head here is number 9, Stafford. Chipped away by Ragsdale, out of play. A corner kick coming for Rutgers-Camden.
Raptors corner kick being taken by number 13, Melissa Peel.
Peel will take this corner kick once again for Rutgers-Camden. Curls into the box. A couple players there headed away. Shot again is blocked. That shot coming from Zuzu Locke. Good job by LBC to get in front of that one. Miller fights through a defender. He'll head towards the corner some more. It's going to be out of play, but the throw-in will be deep in Rutgers-Camden territory. Nice throw from Pisani. Off of Stafford there on the far side, so I throw in now for Dion. She'll find Rachel Cummer. Now Miller. Nobody home there on that pass, cleared by Evans. Hatch has it. She'll play it back towards the top of the box. Coming this way for McSorley. Pressured there by Axelson, and now a throw in for number 24, Brielle Stoner, the junior from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. McSorley plays that into the air. Ragsdale will bring that down, put that back towards the Rutgers-Camden side of the field. Off of Miller and out of play. Another throw in coming here for Stoner. Rutgers-Camden back in action on Saturday. They'll take on New Jersey City University in Jersey City, New Jersey. Chargers will be in upstate New York, in Aurora, New York, as they battle Wells on Saturday. Followed by a game on Sunday against Penn College in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Axelson takes the ball there. She and Sarah Cummer with a nice give and go. Looking for Miller down the line. She'll play into the middle. Ball's deflected a bit there. Stoner and Blanda talk about it a bit. That'll be Blanda, brought down by Sarah Cummer. Her pass for Axelson is broken up a bit and now cleared by Zuzulak. Stafford running ahead. Ragsdale quickly finds Dion. Ahead for Rachel Kummer. Bit too strong on her touch. And now it's Rutgers-Camden once again. This is Zuzulak. Ahead for Stafford. Looking for Celia. Through her legs a bit. Taken there by number 19, Pisani. Blocked by Miles. And a corner kick coming for number 13, Peel, and Rutgers-Camden.
Number 13, Melissa Peel with the Raptors corner kick.
Back it goes for Peel. She'll put it towards the goal. Knocked down by Miles. Cummer's pass deflected, but right to Dion. Now Trumbull back to Dion there on the far side into the middle for Spezio. Now Hatch will put it to the other side of the field, but up and out of play. This is Miller now for the Chargers. Her pass broken up. Peel will take that. Cummer now for Coons.
Could he have 7?
Cleared by Evans. This is Celia.
Thank you.
Out of play and a throw in for the Chargers. Coons with it. Her throw is to Spezio, a bit strong on the touch. Now McSorley, but Spezio earns that back. Deflected up into the air, brought down by Cummer. Again up into the air. Miller looking for that one. This way for Axelson. Her pass into the middle, can't find Miller. Evans with it now. To the outside here for Stoner. And now McSorley. Out of play, and the throw-in coming for Rutgers-Camden. Substitution first, however. Ennis will come back into the game. She'll replace Zuzulak.
Back in for the Raptors, number 7, Caitlin Ennis.
Chested down there by Dion. This is Cummer, back for Dion. Spezio with it. Off of her foot a bit too far. Sarah Cummer with it now. To her sister Rachel. And they'll continue to the worst of the field and go to Dion there on the far side. Evans will track that down. Trumbull on her. Out of play and a throw-in coming for the Chargers. Dion to the top of the box, cleared by Rutgers-Camden. Trumbull is there, cleared there by Peel. Hatch will step in front of that. She and Sarah Cummer converge a bit, taken now by Peel. She'll play that ahead. It's going to be up and over Stafford. She gets that and bumps into Ragsdale. Dion with it there, and she'll put that out of play, and a throw-in coming here for Rutgers-Camden.
Better choice.
Ball played up ahead by Rutgers-Camden, taken though by Miles at the top of the box. Coons will track this down. Sorry. That was my fault. Axelson now. Danny Davini will check back into the game here for LBC.
Back in for the Chargers, number 27, Danny Davini.
She'll replace Sarah Cummer. Axelson there with the shot. Up and into the back of the net for the Chargers. Axelson gets the loose ball, puts it in off the post, and the Chargers are on the board.
Back in for the Raptors, number 5, Caitlin Zuzulak, and number 30, Sarah Bucco. Chargers goal is scored by number 13, Carissa Axelson, with an assist from number 4, Kate Spezio, at 67-18. That is Axelson's first goal of the season.
So Axelson, that's the first of her collegiate career. Chargers are on the board. The assist goes to Kate Spezio. 22 minutes remaining here in the second half. Chargers looking to add another. Dion tripped up, foul called on Rutgers-Camden. LBC men's soccer trailing Wilkes 1-0 at the half. Dion intercepts that pass. She has a few steps to run. Her pass is broken up, however, looking for Miller. Davini heads that one. That'll find Spezio. Her pass a bit too far. Bucco is there. And now Axelson reverses the field for Dion. DiCamillo will take that one.
For who?
Pass broken up there by Comer. Now for Miller. Looking ahead for Axelson, a bit too far. Bucco there, shielding off of her. Off of Axelson and out of play. A throw run coming with some changes for both teams.
Back in for the Raptors, number 17, Sarah Zuzulak, and number 29, Megan Washira. Back in for the Chargers.
Washira and Zuzulak back into the contest. For the Chargers, Reuter and Nargi will come back in. Under 19 minutes to play here. Chargers trail 3-1. Both teams scoring a goal in their second half. Rutgers-Camden led 2-0 after 45 minutes of play. Coons tracks that down and puts it back into the middle. Nobody home for LBC. Blanda will be there for Rutgers-Camden. Puts one past Nargi. Davini with it now for LBC. She'll find Spezio. Can't get it to her right foot. Hatch with it. Now for Axelson. She'll chase that down for the corner into the corner. Bucco is there for Rutgers-Camden. The off of Bucco and a throw-in coming here for the Chargers. Under 18 minutes to play now. The LBC baseball team practicing there in the background of that shot. Corner kick now for LBC. Axelson will take this one for the Chargers.
Corner kick being taken by number 13, Carissa Axelson.
Axelson muffs it a bit there. And a goal kick coming for the Chargers, excuse me, for the Raptors. Looking ahead for Washira, headed away by Ragsdale. Now the Chargers look to go the other way. Spezia with it now. She's bumped into there. Taken there by number 7, Ennis. And now Zuzulak for Peel. And now Bucco heading towards the corner. She'll look to put it into the box. Knocked down by Washira. She'll look to turn. Taken from her by Ragsdale. She'll try to get to it before it goes out of play. She cannot. And a corner kick coming for Rutgers-Camden. Looks like Peel heading to the corner there.
Raptors corner kick being taken by number 13, Melissa Peel.
Through everybody. I don't think that number 17, Zuzulak, was expecting that to get to her. She seems sort of surprised that it got there. I think everyone was. And her shot's blocked, but taken now by Rutgers-Camden. To the outside here for Peel. Trips a bit. Taken now by Axelson. Good job by Jade to put that there. Bucco blocks that. Taken out by Axelson and now Spezio. Looking ahead for Comer. Broken up though nicely. Miles will race out for that one. Comer here in the middle. Taken though by Ennis. Now Spezia for the Chargers. Up and out of play off of Blanda, and a throw in coming here for LBC. Dion has some room. Looking into the middle, nobody there. Dion for Divini. She'll play that into the corner, a bit too strong. We'll have some substitutions here for Rutgers-Camden.
Back in for the Raptors, number 19, Casey Pisani, and number 27, Cassidy McSorley.
Casey Pisani, Cassidy McSorley will come back into the game for Rutgers-Camden. Another throw in for the Chargers on the far side as we tick under 13 minutes to play. Chargers trailing 3-1. Dion's over there. Washira on her. Out of play off of Washira, and a throw in for Dion and the Chargers. Raptors with it there on the far side. Divini now for Nargi. Through the middle. DiCamillo will come out and get to that one. Booted towards the middle of the field. Dion with it there. She's bumped into a bit by Peel. And now Nargi looks to keep that in, but cannot. Throw in here for number 19, Pisani. Washira will head that forward. Finds Zuzulak. And it's Washira once again. Taken there by Ennis. And now for McSorley. Axelson is there. McSorley puts it into the middle. Miles makes the catch. Nice diving catch in the end zone there. Miles will make the catch. A couple of bounces and wait for reinforcements to head towards midfield. Clear by Evans out of play. Throw in here for the Chargers. Substitution here quick. Sarah Comer will come back into the game. She'll replace Divini.
Back in for the Chargers, number 23, Sarah Comer.
Reuter heads into the middle. Taken there by Rutgers-Camden. Washira for Peel. And on sides is number 17, Zuzulak. She and Washira, this is Zuzulak. She'll put it underneath Miles and score a goal for Rutgers-Camden. She took that pass from somebody. Ask Coach. I think it was 13. Second of the day.
Sorry. Hit the wrong button.
There you go, Bob. Deal.
Hit the wrong button. As long as you learn. Oh, God.
Raptors goal is scored by number 17, Sarah Zuzulak.
Sarah Zuzulak nets her second of the game. Assisted there by number 13, Melissa Peel. Left-footed shot there by Rachel Kummer is saved. So under 10 minutes to play here. Rutgers-Camden now leads 4-1. Miles is out. Underneath her, though, is the ball put by Sarah Zuzulak. Miles racing back in. Ball taken from her by Dion. Out of play and some substitutions here.
Back in for the Raptors, number 9, Nicolette Stafford.
Stafford will come back into the game for Rutgers-Camden. She'll replace Shira into the game for LBC, Joy Trumbull and Madison Miller. They'll take over for Reuter and Nargi. Axelson with it right in front of us here. Pass broken up, but right to Sarah Kummer. Cleared by the Chargers, taken there by Miller. Bounces off of her a bit, and now her pass is broken up. Good job by the ref to elude that. Cleared here by Sam Coons. Brought down by Blanda. Now for Fanrack. Pass broken up a bit though. Miller with it out for the Chargers. She'll look for Axelson. She's there. Throw in for Axelson. Brought down by Miller.
Could he have 16? 23. Thank you. 440.
Off of Coons. It's going to be taken here by Ragsdale. She'll play that into the middle. Broken up by Peel. She'll look ahead for Zuzulak. Zuzulak is around hatch. Miles is out. She'll clear that to Rachel Kummer. Now Sarah Kummer. Coons. Pass is broken up. Placed into the corner. Ragsdale will run that down. Nobody on her. This is Coons. Rutgers-Camden with the ball now. Fanrack. Good job there by Ennis to step in front of that pass. She'll find Zuzulak. Back for Evans. To her left for Blanda. Into the middle there for Fanrack. Bit strong. Broken up temporarily. Now this is Axelson for the Chargers. Sarah Kummer. Pressured there. Able to hold her balance. Now back for Ragsdale. This way for Coons. Looking for Miller. Pass isn't there. Broken up and cleared. Ragsdale again. Up and over Coons, now to play. We'll have some changes. Number 16, Celia will come back in. for the Chargers, goalkeeper change as Kendra Brown is going to come into the contest.
Back in for the Raptors, number 16, Savannah Celia. And a change in goal for the Chargers. Now in goal, number 0, Kendra Brown.
Brown will replace Miles. Under 5 minutes to play here. Rutgers-Camden in front comfortably 4-1. Out of play, and Coons will have a throw in. Find Miller, who'll put it into the middle for Spezio. Out of play and a throw in for Rutgers-Camden. Clock will stop here as Bucco into the game again. She's going to replace Evans. Off of Rachel Kummer and out of play.
Back in for the Raptors, number 30, Sarah Bucco.
Stafford with it there, looking for McSorley. Broken up temporarily and out of play off the Chargers. Throw in here for the Raptors. Headed away by Kummer. Another throw in here for Rutgers-Camden. Three minutes to play here in the second half. Chargers trail 4-1. McSorley will cross this into the middle. Chested away by Dion. Cleared by Spezio. Now Axelson. Coons with a throw in here. Cleared out of play. Actually, it's going to stay in. Looked like it was going to go out. This is Bucco. Broken up by Axelson. She'll play into the middle. Trumbull will make that run. Joy Trumbull is over there. DiCamillo is over there, and she'll get to it first. DiCamillo will take her time here. Brought down by Dion. Ragsdale steps in front of that. Now Rachel Kummer. The men, and we want to give the men a chance to win on senior day. Is that what you want? Yeah. Okay. Under a minute to play here.
Less than a minute remains.
Miller with it there. Her shot saved by DiCamillo. Sarah Kummer brings that down for her sister Rachel. Ahead from Miller, broken up nicely though by Rutgers-Camden defender Brielle Stoner. Spezio with it. 20 seconds to play. Spezia with it. She'll play into the corner for Trumbull.
10.
Bland is going to track that down as well.
7.
Out of
6,
play.
5. 4.
That should do it here from Charger Field.
2. 1. 0.
And the final score here today, Rutgers-Camden 4, Lancaster Bible College 1. Rutgers-Camden improves to 5-6 overall. The Chargers are now 2-7-1. 2 goals each today for Sarah Zuzulak and Megan Washira. They each scored a goal in the first half and the second half. The LBC goal coming from Carissa Axelson. Chargers now embark on a 4-game road trip. They'll return home on October 21st. They'll take on Cazenovia. That'll be senior day here as well at Charger Field. Next time we'll be with you is this Saturday. We'll bring you tri-match volleyball action from Horst Athletic Center. Chargers host Wilson at 11 a.m. and Eastern Mennonite at 3 p.m. We'll have all 3 of the matches for you on the Chargers Sports Network on our YouTube page. LBC men still trailing 1-0 up in Wilkes. You can log on to lbcchargers.com and find the live stats link for that game. 30 minutes to go there as they trail Wilkes 1-0. Final here, though, 4-1. Chargers fall to the Raptors of Rutgers-Camden. Thank you for joining us today on the Chargers Sports Network. I want to thank the student workers for manning the camera, as well as Pete Stover down in Virginia helping us out. This has been Zach Freeman. Go Chargers, go.
Today's presenting sponsor is Sight and Sound Theaters in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Bible comes to life. Online at sight-sound.com. LBC Athletics would also like to thank these sponsors: PALTS, Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School; Lancaster Toyota, lancastertoyota.com; World Team, us.worldteam.org; Kistler Tiffany Benefits, ktbenefits.com; Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster, fixbones.com; and B.R. Kreider & Son, Incorporated, online at brkreider.com.